All right, it is now my honor, my privilege to introduce someone you may, just maybe, familiar with. Folks, I need you to go wild, go crazy for Brian Foster!
Hello! Wow. Oh my God. Wow. You know, the way Thursday night's episode ended, this could have been a much different panel. How many of you guys were in here watching on Thursday? Oh my gosh. That is so cool that that happened. Thank you guys so much for coming. We went over the rules in the video, so I think everybody should be up to speed. They are going to line you up, I think, on the right side. Yes, where this lovely person in the yellow shirt is. I will tell you when to line up. Remember to take care of each other, especially if someone's in cosplay. It can get a little tricky making their way through. So, let's see. Okay. Without further ado, let me bring out the cast of Winona, no, I'm just kidding. Of Critical Role, beginning with Travis Willingham. Laura Bailey. Taliesin Jaffe. Liam O'Brien. Sam Riegel. Marisha Ray. And Matthew Mercer.
If I'd have just fallen off the freaking couch at the beginning of the panel, that would have been amazing.
Well, hell.
Well, hell.
Oh, that's cool. We are children. This is a professional. Okay, guys. First of all, how's it feel to be in Seattle for Emerald City Comic Con?
Yeah,
This is
we
our
love
first
you,
time all coming
Seattle!
together. Crazy.
There we go. Check.
Everybody has a Captain Tusktooth tattoo?
Everybody except for Captain Tusktooth.
Yes.
You don't
Sadly.
wear your own brand.
I think you do.
Oh, yeah, I do. I do. How else are we going to sell them? Taliesin.
Yeah.
Your characters are dropping faster than my credit score. What is happening? You're on.
This is on.
Yeah,
okay,
you're good.
I literally had the thought as we were walking into the game of, oh man, I got a great idea for a new character, and this would be the perfect place to introduce them. And I was like, that's probably fine. I'm not going to do that anymore. That was a bad idea.
Yeah. You did say the other night you had a backup character that you kind of liked. So it's
Not that much.
Yeah. We have a couple of announcements before we get into our Q&A. Up first is, I don't know if you guys heard, some interesting stuff happening with our friends at Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Matt,
Yeah.
do you want to tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, so Liam, chime in here too. Like we got a chance to announce that we have coming up soon our next volume of Vox Machina Origins. Super exciting. We have returning to our fantastic critter artist Olivia Sampson, who did such an amazing job on the first run. And now writing on this volume.
She has leveled up. The pages we've seen are
It's so
stunning.
good. And friend of the show for a long time, an incredibly talented writer, Jody Hauser, is also writing this volume. She's incredible. It's turning out fantastic. We're super excited.
Joined by colorist M. Sassy K, and lettering is being done by Ariana Mayer. And we are psyched as hell for you guys to see what's cooking behind the scenes. And then also, well, wait, we have something to share, right?
Yeah, we have actually
yes.
the cover art for the first issue done by the fantastic Fiona Staples of Saga fame here. For For those who have paid attention to some of us talking about our pre-stream antics, you may or may not know that these few comics are definitely a grog-heavy arc.
Okay.
Or grog-centric, I could say. But yeah, so that's been coming out soon. We have a
Soon, the day, I don't know.
I don't know if we have a date soon.
No, I don't think we can say.
Real soon, early summer, I think.
Early summer. There we
June-ish,
go.
July
a
sounds
vague
familiar.
time period of which you know as much as we do.
We're prepared.
So prepared.
Help.
We also, I'm not sure if anybody heard about this yet, but we also launched a Kickstarter. And as always, people underestimated the critters. I love it when that happens. Sam, Travis, you want to tell us a little bit about kind of where things are at right now with the Kickstarter?
The Kickstarter campaign, if you haven't seen it so far, it still has like 30 days left or something, which seems way too long at this point. But you guys have supported it enough and raised enough money now to make an animated series. Yeah, we set out to make a pilot episode, like one episode maybe, and now I think we're up to 8, or almost to 8.
Almost to 8, yeah, right around the corner.
Probably this weekend.
Yeah. So we're going to start with a brand new original story that we're writing along with Jennifer Murrow, who's here somewhere, and who's amazing, and she's right there. And then we're
Jen,
going to
stand up.
Stand up,
stand
Jen. Let
Jen.
the people see.
Jen
Yes.
And then we're going to get into the creepiness that is the Briarwoods arc.
That's right, and we will have our wonderful partners at Titmouse Animation making sure that it rocks your eyeballs. It's gonna be amazing.
Did we bring something to show the people?
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, I think we did.
Okay.
Roll that sweet goodness.
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
You sing along with it.
Yes.
My body is moving.
I can feel it. Stop. It's getting hot.
Can I also say that because just the nature of stage lights, we couldn't really see the volume of people in this room until we took the lights down for that clip, and everyone up here went, oh.
Uh-oh.
So you guys have turned out today. Thank you so much for coming.
On that note.
Yeah, we could see like 20 rows, and then it's just darkness.
Yeah, it's
Right after we were
darkness.
like, oh.
On that note, you guys in an orderly fashion.
Wait, 1 second.
Yes.
Before you ask us questions, I have questions.
yes. Oh,
Everybody in this room, I'm just curious, who in this room started playing Dungeons and Dragons after stumbling onto our show?
Wow.
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 That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
Welcome.
Welcome.
One of us.
Yeah, you guys can begin lining up for questions in an orderly fashion.
And while that's happening, can I also see everyone in cosplay stand up right now?
Yeah.
Oh, can we get some house lights? Look at that. Can we get some
Look
house?
at that.
Oh.
Wow.
There.
Wow.
You guys look amazing.
Look, they have the dodecahedron!
There's active fire going on.
Oh my god!
So many possibilities.
Wow. Oh, look.
Oh wait, there's something else glowing over there. Oh wow.
This is
Wow.
That's
Percy's got a beard. And I like it.
Percy can grow a beard, man.
you guys look amazing.
You guys look amazing.
Keep that flame in check, dude.
Just
Level
don't
4?
burn your friends.
If the rest of you in line could do me a favor, if you're physically able, can you kneel down or sit down just so that the rest of the people, it's not blocking the stage? Thank you so much. You're amazing. Up first, please tell us your name. We can kind of see you.
My name's Jake. I'm here from Seattle.
Hey, Jake.
My question is for Sam. In preparation for your debuts of your I Hate Matt shirts, where do you get your inspiration from? Do you just go to Twitter and see what people tweeted at you, or do you have a process?
You know,
Do you have a process?
do I have a process?
Yeah, let us into your creative process, Sam.
I let the master himself inspire me. Every Thursday night, Matt gives us an array of. It's like the dodecahedron. We can see all of the possibilities, all of the threads of fate, all of the terrible, terrible faces that could be on a shirt. And there are alternate universes where I have all of them on a shirt. But no, I also I let people tweeting at me sort of guide that, because you guys have the. It's not me, Matt. It's them. You guys have the best taste. You guys have the best taste. So please keep sending me, and also tag him in it. Just these awful pictures of Matt. Thank you for that great question.
I will say, it certainly keeps me humble.
Oh man, first question, so much deep lore.
I know, we're getting like a real peek behind the scenes. Oh, there's a light. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Mike from Puyallup, Washington.
Hey, Mike.
More than I thought. My question is for Liam O'Brien.
Yes, sir.
I am wondering, of all the character classes you could choose, not saying that Caleb is going anywhere, I want to know, is there a class you would never want to play?
Yeah, but first of all, Caleb is very sturdy. He's going to be
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Oh, yeah. 25 AC, for sure.
Someone give me a ring of protection, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. You know, I don't think I will ever, as long as I live, touch a bard.
Are you
Largely.
sure?
I thought that happened every
I mean, I
Wednesday
don't do it
night.
on stage. That's not true either.
I don't know. I may have to homebrew a College of Tragedy just to make it fit the theme.
Shakespeare Bard!
I'm legitimately writing that down. It's mine. None of you take it.
Oh no. Oh no. You guys
I'm
are
so
watching
into
the
this.
birth. You're watching the birth of something terrible.
He travels around with 10 ethereal violins that just wail behind him.
Just sing sad songs.
Yeah, all he plays is the Reigns of Casimir or whatever. Ah, man, we're eating. What's your name?
My name's Jennifer, and I'm from Bremerton.
Hey, Jennifer.
Firstly, I wanted to say thank you for the shout out on Thursday night, since this room was full of people screaming, crying, etc. But my question is for Matt. What started out seemingly as a lark on let's put our basement game of D&D on the internet, do you know how many D&D live action roleplay podcasts you've inspired?
I genuinely don't. The immensity of what you guys have become as a community and as just the gaming centric world out there is still something I'm learning, and it's incredible. And this is my usual state day to day now. It's just but that's wonderful to know that it's inspired other people.
Absolutely.
I mean, that if I've done anything good in my life, hopefully it's inspired people to do more good. So
Thank you.
That's very true.
your costume's amazing.
Every once in a while, we will find a D&D stream on Twitch that may not be a lot of people watching, and all of us will get in the chat
We'll
at
jump
the same
in
time
and rate it.
and start. It's fun to watch people freak out a little bit.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes of no, Marisha,
What? No.
Sam.
Yeah. Hey, great outfit. What's your name?
Hi, I go by Cold Sculptor 1 online.
Oh, you're the one who took that. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your question?
But what is your real name?
Sorry now. So my question is for Taliesin. Okay, we've reached the point now where Molly has been gone for more episodes than he's been present. Does it feel that way to you, or is it like he's still traveling with the Mighty Nine?
I probably have I have a conversation about Molly with someone at least once a week. So, and not just because I'm still trying to remember how to do that accent because it was so hard to learn. I was so bad at it for so long. Depending on who you talk to, was bad at it for quite a while after. It's fantasy accent. It's not actually Irish. Yeah, it's a lot to process, and I will admit, and I hope, and Matt's kind, and I assume so, is that there was a little bit of a lore drop that I gave him that I'm sure he threaded into a bunch of stuff that I'm really hoping to get to even now. Yeah, no, if we wander into the right place in the right time, there's still stuff around, but it's I will say I am loving Clay though, at least. So I was a little worried. Thank you though.
Finally a healer. Who's next? I think we have time for one more question.
You know what? He's kind of telling the truth. So
Battle Mercy forever. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Kathleen, and I'm from Yelm, Washington. Oh, come on.
Yes, you look awesome.
Amazing.
Wow.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Is your mask painted on?
It is, because my Band-Aids were making me not be able to talk.
So cool.
Thank you.
Like genuinely, like there's like scary. You look. I mean, like good horror film scary right now. It's amazing. Your eyes are wow.
It's great.
So cool.
Well, thank you all so much. But my question is for Matt. So, as a DM, what is your favorite thing that you've ever given to the players, and why is it like your favorite thing that you've seen them use?
And why is it the Boots of Haste?
In reference to specific like magical items?
Magical items, or just something they used in a really creative way that you weren't expecting.
Ooh, interesting. Oh man. I'm like having to like tear over so many games and like trying to pick a moment.
A movable rod in a dragon's intestines?
That is probably it. I would say utilizing the immovable rod in the inside of a black dragon after a hastily thought out attempt at a dimension door inside of its body was pretty brilliant. And let this be an example of what it's like being a dungeon master in that moment, is going, okay, well, now I have to decide the tensile strength of the intestinal lining of an ancient black dragon, which will have a stronger than younger dragons, versus the specified force and pressure that be placed upon an immovable rod and a lot. You guys did this to me. That was pretty great. And once again, like, weapons are great, extra damage is great. There are so many wonderful, wondrous items and strange magical items that you can throw into a campaign that you're not sure how it'll be useful, but the fun is watching the players find moments where things like that can happen. So think of weird things you can throw at them and be like, I don't know what it does, have fun.
Thanks for the love potion, by the way. That was fun.
That's another example of this can only lead to badness.
I almost used the tree last night before I finished reading the card. I was going to use the tree to when Yasha ran up, I was going to drop the tree and watch her skyrocket up.
Oh, that would have been great.
Except it doesn't work indoors.
Yeah. Good question.
Something to do with doors always seems to find its way to you guys.
Megan!
Megan! Hello!
Hi.
Hi.
Before I have a question, I really want to say, already 4 years, thank you. for understanding my mental health, my struggles, and everything I've been through. And
Oh, we love you, Megan. We love you, Megan.
thank you. And I have a question. It's going to be just simple for all of you. What is the best and worst spell or attack you ever used or done?
Okay, we're best and worst spell or attack.
I thought the explosive arrow was pretty cool until I used it. Not fun, not good, bad.
Did we learn something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
I think my best or favorite would be just Meteor Swarm. Next round, Meteor Swarm. Being able to do those back to back was really fun. Worst, just from my perspective, ability-wise, Stunning Strike.
Best ability for me, Stunning Strike. I think, and you all have never let me forget it. One of my worst moves.
/ best.
It's not the goldfish. I wasn't gonna mention the goldfish.
It's the goldfish.
That wasn't an ability. That was just.
Was it when you
although-
choked out? Is when you accidentally killed a child with your vines?
That was bad. That was also bad. Man, none of these are the ones that I was gonna say.
Wow.
You're just.
Let's talk about all of them. Let's
I was
just go
gonna
through
say
it. Just
go through
misty
the
stepping
list.
everybody, or cloud shape wind walking
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle of the word. Yeah, 1 minute to change. That was read your spells.
Worst for me was using, I think it was the Cloak of the Mountebank to teleport and press that open door button that turned out to be an acid on button. And I think in the history of us doing this on stream, I think I transcended to heaven when I cast Wall of Fire and counterspelled. I had babies in other dimensions from that moment. It felt real good.
I don't have a worst yet, but I like Bane. Bane's great. It's just a nice little level one, like, hey Matt, yeah, take it, yeah, it's nice.
It is really nice.
Yeah, I like Bane.
I think my favorite might be the spiritual guardians, because I just like the idea of being surrounded by a bunch of little flying unicorns. Worst is probably Toll the Dead, because it never, ever lands, ever.
That's
Better
so
say
sad.
it, Travis.
But also Revivify is pretty cool, you guys.
All right, glad for that one. I think the worst one so far has been Shadow of Moyle. Only because I was ignited in black shadowy flames and then all the enemies ran away. So it didn't do anything. I just stood there on fire. And the best one is Rage.
Thank you, Megan. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great question.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next? Look at all these beautiful
Nobody
people.
gets mad at their dice like you, Laura.
Yeah.
When your
I don't know what
spells
you're
don't
talking about.
land,
It's, ugh.
They wither.
The thing is like with Toll the Dead, I don't even get to roll for it. It's just Matt rolling, and he always rolls high.
You can feel the aggression. It's palpable.
So frustrating.
At the table. Who's next? Hello. What's your name?
Oh, God.
It's
You guys
Hello.
are real.
Hello, God.
And you are real.
I'm Freddie Hines, and I'm from Tacoma, Washington.
Hi,
Freddie Hines.
That's me. I remember last year, Laura and Travis. You don't remember me. That's fine. Anyway.
I do know you.
Remember your
How are
voice?
you?
God.
Yeah, your voice is awesome. We remember you.
Oh, God, I'm going to cry. No crying. No questions. I'm waiting for this chance for 3 years because you're nice and all in the bundled package, all of you. I really need to thank you because you guys were the reason the last push that I went into voice acting, and I had a not great experience first time with Dungeons & Dragons, and now I just finished my own show called Joy Quest, and everyone would cry. I made everybody cry, including myself, and you guys were the reason that I even did all this stuff.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
Yeah. You guys are literally a spark of hope in everyone. I hope you remember that. I remember that ripple effect you were talking about, Marish. It's like, it's true.
you affected everyone in a better way. Look at all these people here. They're here because you guys started something beautiful. You helped everybody find a voice.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I've been thinking about that for like 4 months. I'm like, how do I do this?
You did great, Freddie Hines. Thank you.
Thank you so much. No words.
Who's next? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Garrett from Everett, Washington. Hi. Like everybody else, I'm sure you hear this like all the time. But before I started watching Critical Role, I never knew anything about D&D. I actually didn't really understand the fascination of D&D. But then I started watching Critical Role, suggested by a friend. I quickly fell in love. Now I'm looking everywhere for a group to join. But
There's a few people here who might love D&D too.
Oh yeah. So my question is for any of you. If each of your characters actually met your real life person, what would your character think of you or do? Yeah.
Since I have many characters to choose from, I would say it would be Gilmore. and the first thing he would say is, "Oh boy, we have to take you shopping." I'm gonna do a makeover that you'll never forget, because you gotta work more with this boy.
Oh man, if I met Bo in real life, I think she would be like the best, worst influence on me. I'd be like, yeah, let's get in a bar fight, let's go!
I think she'd hit on you.
Yeah,
wow.
I would allow that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Did you say I'd allow it?
Matt said I'd allow that, for those of you who missed it. If you want to know how freaking weird all of us are.
What the hell, man?
Matt just made a proclamation about the limits of his marriage, ultimately. You know what? I'm cool with it.
The meta levels of that reply are the universe is folding in on itself and in on itself and in on itself.
Yep. Same.
I feel like Not would probably just steal from me. As you know, I'm fabulously wealthy, so so Not would probably just pick my pocket, maybe stab me in the back. And I wouldn't even see it happen. And Scanlan may also hit on me. Yeah.
Would they just both be on like one leg and then on the other leg, like stabbing and humping at the same time?
I'm not going to say that I need to see fan art of that.
Go.
But Travis is. Liam.
I think Vax would hit on me and I would allow it. And Caleb would just, say, "Oh, you have a loving family and you didn't kill any of them? You're so lucky."
Jesus.
I think Percy would be very polite and then forget I existed in about 10 minutes. That's easy. Caduceus likes everybody, so it's practically, I think he'd love me and forget I existed in 10 minutes. And then Molly would rob me and pick my pocket, but he'd give a good butt squeeze on the way out, and then I'd be like, I am broke now. Yeah.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Oh gosh. I feel like me and Jester would get along really well for about 15 minutes. And then I would be like, please stop, just stop.
That's how I feel with Keyleth, too.
Yeah.
Kind of same with Keyleth.
Yeah, me and Vex, though, all the way. Yeah, besties, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think Grog would be like, "People think you're tall." And Ford would just say, "Howdy," and I would say, "Yeehaw!"
I thought you were going to say Ford would ask about your gag reflex. Who is next?
Good morning.
Matt, is that what you were talking about read the room? I'm still unfamiliar with the... What's your name?
Hi there, I'm Julia from Seattle. I have a question for Liam and Laura. As the twinsies, you guys started the campaign already with an immense amount of trust, a confidant, and someone you knew always had your back. How's your player experience been different in the Mighty Nine when you have to develop that trust in-game?
Wow.
That's a really good
10
question.
points to Gryffindor for that answer. Damn. Question.
This campaign is such a different experience.
Yeah.
I mean, it's changing slowly, but I felt like paranoid and alone for the second campaign. And we still, you know, like when we're not playing the game, we're kind of the twins again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was hard, even in that first moment of like running into you. Like, I still wanted to get under your skin the same way that I wanted to as Vex. So yeah, it's hard to instantly make that separation because yeah, you are my twin. So. Oh, shush. But I lucked out that, you know, I had Ford as kind of a person right from the get-go, not as a twin, ew, but as somebody that I had already met prior to the campaign, so like there was that trust going into this storyline. Maybe for Jester, maybe Ford doesn't feel the same way, I don't know.
Does he? Does he?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Of course.
Why are you trying to invoke my wrath?
I am going to have to sit between the two of you. Thank you. That was a fantastic question. Seriously, thank you. Who's next?
Hi.
Hey, what's
my
your
name
name?
is Lindsay from Auburn, Washington, and I wanted to give a quick credit to my friend Bridget for introducing me to Critical Role. She's
Shout out to Bridget.
Good
Hey,
job,
Bridget.
She's a good person. She showed me all of you, and I'm like very grateful for her for that. So my question is for Laura. Your most recent episode for Caduceus and Caleb, those two were very close to dying, and you managed to save them both. My question is, if you had to pick one of them, who
What
would
are you
have
doing?
saved? Yep. Yep.
Dropping the
I'm sorry for
Sophie's
putting you on the spot. I wanted
You're
to
about
know.
to start years.
Oh, I know.
Years of stuff.
I can't wait to figure it out. I'm so excited.
red meat.
Thank you.
Great Loki cosplay,
Okay.
wow.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
And I would have saved Caduceus.
Oh.
But he's also a healer. So I know
But
that
you're
if
also
I
a
got
healer,
if
too.
I got Caduceus up, if I only had one revivify, which I did, then I would have woken up Caduceus and
Yeah.
hoped that he would have been able to wake up Caleb.
Always go for the cleric first.
Yeah.
But also, Caleb's real stinky and it's
Also,
just terrible.
he kind of smells a little bit, and he also unleashed a fireball at us, so I might have been a little bit still angry about it. No big deal.
Also, Talison's already died once, so.
I know, it just seemed not
It's only
fair.
fair, really,
yeah,
at that point.
Yeah.
Yes, it's finally time for one of my characters to die.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Well.
That was amazing.
Well, on that note. The funny thing is Taliesin, it's the irony that Taliesin has lived for millennia in real life, but in the game, he can't quite figure it out.
It's weird on paper, man. I don't
Yeah, I understand. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Candy from Hillsboro, Oregon. And I just wanted to ask if you could all do a shout out to my son, Jamie, who got me involved in Critical Role to begin with. He couldn't be here today.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yes, Jamie. And I texted him last night to ask who his favorite character or favorite actor was, and it's Sam. So. Well,
Good
of course
taste.
that is.
Kids got good taste.
Yeah, I personally couldn't choose. I love you all, but my question is for Matt. When you were helping helping characters develop their backstories, do you have any tips for DMs who are working on that? Our family game that we play once a month with our kids. My husband's working on that now.
Oh, awesome.
Amazing.
A few things. One, not every story requires backstory. Sometimes some people like to create characters and find their story as they go along and work with you. But if you want to start with a bit of it, don't require too much. Half page to a page, I think, is a good amount just to get them thinking. Some people, it's hard to get them to actually write it out. So incentives help. Telling the party, hey guys, those of you who give me a page backstory on your character before we start the campaign gets one uncommon magical item to start with, or some bonus gold.
Thank you, that's a great idea.
So just a little bit of incentives. Now they're like, oh wait, if I write a story, I get more cool things. And then before you know it, you've tricked them into building a character that they have more investment in than you expected. So.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
No worries.
it. Thank
Good
you
luck.
all. You're wonderful.
Shout out to Jamie. Be good to your mother.
That seems.
Creepy. That was creepy.
That's kind of creepy. A little
Shout
bit.
out from Caleb doesn't go very far.
Yeah. Telling a family member to be good to another coming from Caleb seems a little bit odd.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Amazing outfit. A.
Yes.
B. What's your name?
Incredible
Gail.
suspenders.
I got exactly the same. I spent maybe 2 hours searching for them online.
Nice.
I'm Gail from France, and my question is for Marisha, but Matt, you could actually answer it too if he wants to. So my question is, so in the last in all the episodes that Byron has been in, we've seen that Beauregard seems to have a lot of. She's really concerned about the fate of Byron. So does Beauregard have a crush on Byron? And if so, does she think she has a chance? And you can answer that as well, Matthew.
Bo kind of plays up her sexual aggression towards everybody as kind of a power play. In all honesty, she doesn't really have a crush on Byron. She does deeply care for her since Byron was the first person to really take interest in Bo and want to foster what she saw in her. So yeah, it's a deep mentor care and yeah, love. But I don't know, would she tap that? I'm not saying if she didn't have the opportunity, she would. But
I'm not answering this. This is a mystery of the narrative. Should you choose to pursue it, I guess. I don't know.
Follow-up question for Matt. Can Bo get it?
Byron has a lot on their plate right now.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Who knows? Things happen in the world in ways you don't expect. I don't know. I don't know. I hadn't thought about that. This isn't an aspect of the narrative. This is part of the organic thing that happens in storytelling. We'll see.
You should just know, Matt, every NPC you throw at us, we're going to try to bone them.
Apparently!
It's time to get a shipping binder, Matt. A separate binder for just ships.
This is
right in the
life
theme
now.
song. Take a chance, roll the dice.
Oh, that's what that meant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sam will win the campaign.
Oh, Sam will win the campaign? Oh, president of D&D Beyond? Okay, let's see by show of applause and noise, if you would vote for Sam to be president of D&D Beyond. Let's hear it. Okay. Liam O'Brien, let's hear it. That is not what I was expecting.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's really close.
This is
Too
a blue
close.
state.
Too close to call.
You know, I play more to the guys. I feel like there's a lot of campaign left. There's a lot of time on the clock.
Put your hand, politician hand.
Do this.
Will there be a write-in category on the ballot?
I hope not. I will pay you all to vote for me.
Oh, come on. Liam, any rebuttal to that?
No matter who wins or loses.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
You can still get it.
Oh. Wow.
We'll be fine.
They told us PG-13 for this panel, and we are pushing it. What's your name?
I'm Katie. I'm from Auburn. A couple years ago, I ran 2 Tumblr blogs that posted the same pictures of Matt and Liam every single day.
Yes.
The one of Matt pointing and Liam laying back across the table. So my question for all of you is, if the Mighty Nine were to play a Dungeons and Dragons game, who would they play? Like, what class and race would they play, and who would DM?
Caleb is the smartest, so he should DM. But you know what? Caleb would be one of those DMs that just kills all the players all the time.
But he's really good with accents, so he would bring the world to life.
I kind of feel like Jester would
Yeah.
want to DM.
Jester would want to DM. I really.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's already got like 1,000 worlds circulating in her brain all the time, so it'd be nice
Her
to get it
maps
out.
would be amazing and phallic.
All of them. Every single one of them. Every single monster would probably just have a giant penis.
I think Bo. I think.
Except for the flump.
She's laughing at herself.
Stop it. Stop it.
I think Bo would want to be like a sorcerer, and then I'm going to say like a changeling, so I can actually change my appearance like the rest of you assholes. I just want to change the way I look.
Clay would take Druid and be really bad at it. Just really bad at it.
I'd take any arcane class that has more than 2 spell slots.
Caleb would play a human wizard with 2 parents. High fantasy.
I not would want to play as a halfling. And probably a monk. Monks are cool, man. So cool. And what about Zorth? What would he play?
Beastmaster Ranger. Yeah. That's a good question.
Great question.
Good to see you.
Who's next? Hey, what's your name?
I'm Larry from University Place, Washington.
What's up, Larry?
So, since my first 2 questions have already been asked, this question is for Marisha. Your sleeves are bullshit shirt.
Yes.
Obviously your favorite. Where'd you get it?
I got it from Laura Bailey as a Christmas present last year.
Oh,
and it
man.
is mine. There are many other like it, but this one is mine.
I'm trying to think where I ordered it from. I'll think about it, and I'll shout it out as soon as I remember.
If I'm not mistaken, the Crit Roll Closet peeps found it, right? Okay, so there's an Instagram account and Twitter account called Crit Roll Closet, and they track all the clothes that everybody wears.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
so weird, but it's cool.
It's something brunch. Brunch.
Brunch box?
Buy Me Brunch? Yeah, that might be. It's buymebrunch.com. I think that is it.
You can find it there.
Now I'm hungry for brunch.
You would
I
be,
am hungry.
rich guy.
Thank you.
Great question.
Awesome.
Who's next?
Cool shirt.
Hi,
cool
you
shirt.
guys. Oh, thank you. It was a gift from my mom. She's in the crowd.
Aw,
What's
that
up,
mom's
Mom?
Cool.
I do great with moms. What's your
She would
name?
eat you alive, Brian. My name's Mike.
What's she doing after this?
I have her number.
No, I'm just kidding. Sadly, I'm taken.
Well, hi, everybody. I just wanted to say, everybody here, we're starting this day like crazy busy, but we have a full day after us. We have all of tomorrow still. Critical Role Mania is happening. So I just wanted to ask everybody here, including you guys, if you would just take 3 breaths with me. Just all together. So 1, Here's 2. And here's 3. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That was really nice. Feels slightly
A little
refreshed.
self-care. I'm into it. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Lucas,
Hey,
from
Lucas.
here in Seattle. I hate being on the screen.
Just look at us. Don't worry.
Okay. Last year, when Travis and Laura were here, I had a very reasonable question about Jester and Ford and Ronan making cameo in Brog's one shot. And this year, have a much more out there question for Travis and possibly Matt. Is Ford not from Exandria?
Is he a space alien?
I feel like he has to roll a dice for that or something.
I can't tell with his dumb face. It doesn't do anything. It just smirks, and then he's got the face.
He's really
too.
good at poker.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Beware, Travis Willingham is the biggest troll known to man. Travis, you want to answer the question?
I don't know, friend. Do you think I'm from Exandria?
There's a few things that point to it being a possibility for me.
Possibilities are endless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was a good question. It's going to be a lot of questions at lunch. What's your
I'm
name?
Nathaniel, and I'm from Zalargo, Eberron. Just kidding. Tacoma, Washington. And
Are you kidding? Are you? Okay.
2 things. Sam Riegel for D&D Beyond President. And
Okay.
for Matt, what do you do with players of 10 or more, specifically middle schoolers?
Amazing.
Wow. For one, if you're running a game for them and it seems like it's too much, you can consider see if any of them would want to step up and dungeon master a split of the group. Usually, like when a group gets to a certain size, it can get a little overwhelming. So we've had a conversation recently with some friends who were talking about having a group that they split into 2, and then one person took over dungeon mastering one, and then they continued the other. There are ways to run larger groups, but you all have to buy into kind of simplifying some of the rules. Maybe like make sure you throw the attack rolls with the damage die. Ways to kind of keep time going quickly. But honestly, keeping people engaged at that size of a group can be difficult. So you have to let everyone know, as a dungeon master, I'm putting all this energy into it. Please give me the time to pay attention and treat this respectfully. But also, it's middle school, and that's where I started playing around that age, and things get a little chaotic. So I wish I had better advice. It's a rough situation in some cases. But yeah, honestly, if it's a situation of too many players, consider maybe breaking it down or having another person help you and co-dungeon master. I've done 2 dungeon masters for a campaign before. One person handles the narrative and the story and the NPCs. One person handles like the combat, the statistics, looking up rules. And so the 2 of you can then focus on facets of dungeon mastering without having to feel like it's entirely the weight on your shoulders. Oh, really? So that's another way of handling it too.
I'm terrible at initiative.
Then maybe find somebody to help you track initiative.
Flashcards.
Flashcards help too.
I would say not
split
much
party means
drinking, too.
crossovers too, which are really cool.
That's true.
You do get to do crossovers with split party.
Yeah, if you end up splitting the groups into 2 different parties and you have 2 dungeon masters, you both can check in with each other about what are the other groups doing, have them in the same world, and occasionally cross over, and have intertwined stories, which can be really fun. I've done that before, and that's been really cool.
Thank you.
No worries. Good luck.
Good luck. Great question. Oh, look! Hey!
Yes, I am very sweet. Yes, I am very sweet.
Also, I can't see, so.
Hey!
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm from Bremerton. And my question is kind of for all of you. In D&D, it's really hard to describe what exactly you're doing with like spells and stuff. So what class ability or spell effect are you most excited to see animated?
I know Sam's answer to this.
I mean, we're keeping it PG-13. Actually, I'm genuinely I'm excited to see Scanlan sing in animation. I know it's not exactly a spell effect, but when we were playing the last campaign, I would rip off these awesome top 40 songs, which we can't do in the animation. So we're gonna have to write real songs for Scanlan to sing, and that's gonna be awesome and awesome to record, and it's gonna be real cool.
I'm personally looking forward to seeing the shadows engulf Percy in his darker moments.
I've got fancy weapons that shouldn't work properly. I'm very excited for people to go like, oh God, that's dangerous and terrible. Why do you do it that way? I'm really excited.
I will leapfrog ahead to the theoretical future of the series. I really can't wait to see the Deathwalker's ward hasted. Just feathers rocketing through the sky. Yeah.
It's gonna be Escaflowne on fast forward the entire time.
I'm really excited to see an arrow fly.
Oh.
Hit somebody. No, I'm excited about Trinket. Yeah, that's what I'm excited
Yeah, you haven't seen Trinket animated yet, but we're working on him.
It's so exciting. And also, jumping ahead, the trees from Ventress, I would be pretty excited about that too.
I will give you guys $1 million if we get to see the cows. I want to see the cows. Give me the cows. We'll give you $1 million of Sam's money.
Yeah.
I love that. That could be a fun one too, because I'm in bed the whole time, so I could just be sitting sick with the flu, just horrified.
Percy wasn't there.
Percy was not. No, Percy was recut because he had just died. So Percy was.
Can you imagine a
Spoilers.
Percy
Oh, God.
cow with just the little glasses, though? That would have been so cute.
I have great art of Percy in bed, just.
The Percy cow with just like the mask over to the side.
Yeah, I'm excited for like any of the druid transformations. Like once again, kind of jumping ahead, I'm stoked to see Kiki go into like, Earth Elemental Kiki. I guess. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be ahead, a little bit ahead, but yeah.
Well, depending on how much they fund the Kickstarter, maybe we'll get there.
It's at 7.4 million right
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Terry.
You guys are ridiculous.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to see any of Pike's ridiculously amazing, divine, especially in the Whitestone arc. Yeah. She has some moments. Oh my God, yeah, I'm super excited about that. So.
Yeah, you're telling me. If it wasn't for you guys, I would definitely have other friends. Help me get through this. Thank you so much for your question.
Team Liam.
Team Liam. Ooh, how interesting. How interesting. Don't mind my uncle back there checking his email. Who is up next?
Hi, I am Matthew Moore. Also, another Matthew.
It's a sexy voice.
It's a good one. Yeah. I was going to ask Laura who she would revive, but that already got asked, so I'm going to go to Sam. Caleb's almost gone down a couple of times, and...
Gone down, never mind.
Laura,
Sturdy
Laura
Caleb.
Bailey.
Not
Just want a clarification, that's
you did
all.
not.
Water bottle on you.
Caleb's
not
almost
since school days, anyway.
died a couple of times. But if Caleb were to die, would not start taking wizard levels instead of rogue levels to honor his memory, or potentially learn herself how to change back into a halfling.
That is brilliant, and yeah, that's a great idea that I will now steal and take.
You're welcome. Great.
Yeah, no, that tracks. That tracks. I mean, I feel like she hasn't really focused on training herself as a wizard because she's just trying to help him as much as she can. But for sure, if he died, she would start learning from his books and try to read. And I would be the saddest wizard. Well, second saddest wizard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you could find a sadder wizard than
I don't
Caleb.
think there is. Great question.
Ultimate sadness cannot be beaten.
We got time for a couple more. Who's up next? Hey, I met you in the elevator.
Yeah, we met in an elevator.
You're awesome, and your dog is awesome.
Yeah, she got a little freaked out from the noises, so she's hanging out in the hallway. but,
Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome to meet you. Hello.
You look great and not smelly at all.
Thank you. The coat is very sweaty, so I might be a little bit stinky. I don't know.
True to form.
So my question is for anyone who would like to chime in on this, because you've all done an amazing job in the DM seats, and I love the one-shots so very much, and Matt, you're phenomenal. Molly's Circus was such a unique way to jump into campaign 2. I was wondering if any of you had like a favorite way to start a new game, to start a new session. I've recently been DMing, and I like the Masquerade Ball to start off a new campaign. I was wondering if you guys had a go-to.
I haven't been doing it long enough to have a go-to, but I kind of wanted to do a campaign or a one-shot with you guys that involved like an actual like physical treasure hunt first, like where we go in the parking lot and try to find.
Where are
find
Sam's
stuff.
keys? Oh.
Yeah, I dropped my contact lens somewhere. No.
For me, it's trying to come up with different ones. I don't want to have a go-to because I try and change it up each time. You know, like I've done the everyone in a tavern meets and the bar brawl breaks out. You know, I've done the town is under attack by demons. You know, then the first 5 minutes, the Breath of Fire 2 technique. So I got some old school gamers out there. The circus was one that I've hoped would be an interesting take. I'm reticent to say because you might see them someday.
Awesome. Ooh, that's interesting. Anybody else?
Only that I've seen some interesting variations on the barroom brawl, but I also like everyone locked in a room for some reason. I'm a big fan of a bunch of random people locked in a room. I know that sounds basic.
Coming from you, it sounds totally fine.
But there's so many variations on that. If you've all been thrown in a cell for some reason, or you all wake up and God only knows where you are. There's a lot of
Hey guys, you want to play this D&D module? It's in the Saw universe. It's pretty intense.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah. No.
You might want to be trained in lockpicking. I'm just saying.
Better dialogue.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
We are out of time, my friends. I know. Look at the clock. Oh, it says they're going to kill me. I want to say now more than ever, we love you guys, and we thank you honestly and sincerely from the bottom of our hearts for not just the Kickstarter thing and all of that, but just for your constant support, the things that you say online. For me, the biggest thing is the way you treat each other. And I just want to say, you know, we love you guys, and thank you so much. And thank you for lining up and coming to this, and hopefully we get to meet a ton of you this weekend. So thank you guys. We love you. Thank you for your support.
Love you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.